Central. It is just me for right now. Marty is on his way, and he's at a shoot right now. I got Meek Phil, I guess, sitting next to me. Just jumped in. He said, so I wouldn't be alone. Very nice. Mm-hmm. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. A little tip for people out there, for the guys out there, just put a little effort in. Just write like a nice note. Don't have to go crazy, but just a little effort goes a long way. As someone who's been married twice, I have a lot of experience in this. Would you agree, Phil?
Yeah.
Sure.
Plenty of experience.
Plenty of experience. Yeah, just do something nice. Write a nice note. Get a card. Just write like a nice little paragraph or two in there. It goes a long way. Phil, we know what happens when I host. We do the news up top.
Yeah, what's the news up top?
News up top. So this is something I want to Duke's input in a little bit on this as well.
Yes!
Let's go. Travis Hunter enters the combine as defensive back. Where are me and you and Phil too? Where are our teams kind of standing with the draft?
Who do you want? Who do the Jets want? Who's rebuilding the Jets? Chris Clement puts on his GM hat. How do the Jets get fixed tomorrow?
I want that pass rusher.
Abdul Carter.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm not going to get him.
Here's the problem.
Jets are drafting at 7. We're not going to get him.
Here's another problem. I want Abdul Carter.
Yeah. And you guys are in a much better spot to get him. Obviously, not just the draft, but also your roster, kind of just how you're constructed. You already have your quarterback. You guys are in a perfect spot to get him. Now, do you think you're going to get him? You guys are drafting at 3, right?
No, I don't think we
4.
are. But
Who's at 3?
Giants.
You guys are 3.
So I don't think the Giants will get him either. But here's my tidbit for you guys. I saw an interesting scenario this morning that I woke up to. Micah Parsons, kind of expensive. Cowboys might look to explore. Now, I don't know if they will. I don't know. He's way too talented. I saw a hypothetical. It was, would you trade the number 4 pick as the Patriots for Micah Parsons? I think you guys are in the same exact boat. You guys could too.
No, we should not. We should.
Would you guys trade for him?
No,
Would you want?
we are further back than you are.
Okay, so my take is, yes, talent-wise, you want a player like Micah Parsons,
of course.
Right? But at the same time, like, if you could get someone with the talent like Travis Hunter on a rookie contract, what's more valuable? But it's such a gamble.
I think it's assuming Travis Hunter is going to be really good. It's the rookie. The rookie contract means everything.
And a rookie corner. But is he the number 1 cornerback in the draft, though? Or are you just drafting him as a pure athlete?
You would know that better than I would. And also, do you factor in the fact that he can play wide receiver into?
Yes.
You think he's going to get a lot of snaps offensively?
I think way more than people are going to.
I think it depends on the team.
I think with Josh McDaniels as the offensive coordinator.
So assuming you guys get him.
Yes. I mean, it totally depends on how you view him. Like, I don't think this is going to be one of those, like, he gets 20 snaps. I think this is going to be 30 to 40.
So I think Travis Hunter is potentially going to be around at number 2. Here's my thinking on this, and you guys can tell me if I'm way off base. I think the Titans are going to take a quarterback, or they'll take Abdul Carter, which then would drop Hunter to 2.
What the Titans should do, in my opinion, is trade back.
I don't think you're entirely wrong. They have a lot of needs.
It just depends like who's offering what to like trade up. Like you have to like weigh the risk of.
Yeah, of course, but
weigh the price.
Like, I think there are enough teams that either would want the quarterback or would want Carter or would want Hunter that I think you would have some options out there.
Unless you have an absolute love for the number 1 pick. Mm-hmm. And again, you draft Abdul Carter, fine. Like if you're but the Titans, I don't think are in a position right now where they should draft Abdul Carter.
So here's my devil's advocate here on this. I mostly agree with you. The Titans are in a horrible division. It's not hard to jump
from 4th place to 1st.
But the only thing is, though, even if they got Abdul Carter, even if they got someone like Travis Hunter, does that mean they're better than the Texans still? Probably not.
So I guess you're right.
Right? Not even close.
And I guess if you're the Titans and you're looking to rebuild, I think there's 2 modes where you either go number 1, you get like Cam Ward or Shador, whoever you think is better, and then there's the other mode where you draft the best player in the draft, which, for my opinion, it is Abdul Carter, and then you sign either a veteran quarterback that can compete with Will Levis, or get someone later like a Will Howard. I don't know.
So I have an Abdul Carter take that I think it's a red flag for him. He has his own like Philadelphia Eagles like merch, like Carter like 11, like.
Your opinion is invalid. Your opinion is invalid.
Who gives a fuck about
Wait
that?
till you hear
How
AJ
is the
Brown.
red flag?
I don't know.
Wait till you hear AJ Brown was the biggest Patriots fan of all time.
There's
What
AJ Brown. There's pictures of him wearing Giants gear. Is fucking like.
No, but explain to me how it's a red flag.
I think it's
Walk me through this.
I think it's a red flag. Guys like Philly bred to where it's like, oh, he's not going to care that much about organization. So you can't wait to get out.
So you think a rookie is going to join, say, the Patriots, the Jets, the Titans, whoever, and they're going to go at 60%, because they're not a member yet of the Philadelphia Eagles, a team that you never play for?
Correct.
I think that's idiotic, Phil. I think it's one of the dumbest things you've said today.
No, and I would
I won't
not.
say this week because you said a lot of dumb things.
Because of that, I would not take Abdul Carter with a top 2 pick in this draft because of that red flag.
What about
Really?
this? Clubber, this is a red flag too. This was, I mean, I don't know how he's
Oh my
playing.
God!
Yeah,
Well,
I don't know how Josh Allen is playing for
nope.
the Buffalo Bills.
He must. You know what he is? He's probably going to 60% right now.
Week 17,
Exactly.
week 18. I think he probably, you know, he might have been like, take me out of the game. I don't want to play against the Patriots.
Exactly. That's exactly why.
Yeah.
You don't really mean this, right?
No, I'm trying to make him drop. Clever.
This is. Oh, I see. You're hoping that this clip will get sent to NFL GMs,
Yes.
and Meek Phil will be responsible for him dropping. All right.
He might actually go to the Giants and be like, fuck this.
You know,
Hey, he might do a Mekhi Becton.
That's actually the one team that might be a red flag.
Yeah.
For.
If he meets Meek Phil, he might
Oh my
not give a
God,
fuck
yeah.
about playing for the Giants. Other news of the day here. It's kind of a light day. The Yankees have an issue with Marcus Stroman. Nothing new. Mets have gone through this. Blue Jays have gone through this. Marcus Stroman.
Cubs have gone through this.
Marcus Stroman is not the easiest guy to deal. Marcus Stroman is a pain in the ass. He is not going to. He says he's not going to pitch in the bullpen. I'm a starter. I will not pitch in the bullpen, which is such an asshole thing to say for a number of reasons. A, Yankees have a legitimately great rotation. It's probably the best in the American League.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like to squeeze him out just to do him dirty. Like there's a real reason why he's the 6th best pitcher in the staff. Also, what does that say to the other guys in the bullpen who are busting their ass? What a shithead. He sucks.
So
He sucks.
first off, it's fuck Marcus Stroman. Second off, the Yankees aren't blameless in this. Like the Yankees have said all winter, oh, we're trying to trade Marcus Stroman. We're trying to trade Marcus Stroman.
Right. There is that.
No shit, he's gonna make it awkward as hell. Showing up to spring training still there. It's like the Yankees have had 4 months trying to trade this guy. Get off your fucking ass, Brian Cashman, and do something.
Well, I'm sure he's trying. Just nobody
Try
wants
harder.
him. And part of the reason nobody wants him is because Stroman's just a pain in the ass.
I would say try harder. You shouldn't have given him the contract to begin with.
Well, that's a whole different.
Whole different argument, but
It
it's
is.
also
But like, so I'm sure Cashman is trying to trade him. The problem is nobody wants him because because he's 34. B, he was mid last year, okay. And that's probably what you get from him this year. He's a good 4th or 5th starter.
Dude, why is a team like the Marlins saying, "Hey, we'll take Marcus Stroman off your hands"? Like, you're the fucking Miami Marlins. What are you gonna do? Have a player to like something.
I mean, I couldn't agree more. You have so
They're
many.
2 years removed from the playoffs, right?
That's true.
It's actually crazy to think
True,
about.
that is a crazy thing.
But no, like,
There's enough teams out there that are terrible.
the Marlins, the Rockies, the
Right.
Pittsburgh Pirates. Fuck, like
The Pirates,
something.
right? I mean, the Rockies are a great example. The Rockies are a team that could use another starting pitcher. They have plenty of money in their budget to go and get someone. It's ridiculous they don't. You're absolutely right, Phil. But Marcus Stroman should shut the fuck up. He's making a lot of money. Be a professional for once in your fucking career. Be professional and just go to work. And they will trade you. He will not be on the team opening day.
No. And you could correct me if I'm wrong. I think Cubs talked about before. It was like I think he has a vesting option for like 140 innings pitched. And if you're a starting pitcher that stays like relatively healthy, you're gonna hit 140 innings pitched. That option is gonna vest. The only way it's not gonna is either 1 if you get injured or 2 if the team manipulates it and like.
Or you
in the
suck
ballpark.
and the team cuts you in July to avoid paying the option.
Yes.
Right. And I don't think that's manipulation. But you're right. Right. He has 135 innings. Rockies playing for nothing. Sit him down. That's bullshit. That's a whole. But now we're making up hypotheticals. The fact is, Marcus Stroman, shut the fuck up and play ball. Okay, so one thing I thought we'd do today is top 10 NBA teams that have the best chance of winning the title right now. Okay? 10. We're going to do our top 10. 10.
Connor, what are we doing?
I know, but we know, you know what I am?
I would love this
That's-
exercise.
This is the biggest bullshit. How about this? And we could take them off. Could we just take the Celtics off and do the rest of the 10?
No, we're going to start with Celtics though. So Meek, do you mind being my the
Use.
And Meek, we also love Meek's and Meek, I will want your opinion too, Meek. So I have the mic over there for you.
These are your picks.
No, these are our picks. We're gonna do it together, 3 of us.
Together, so
Yes.
one, Boston.
Well, hang on a second. Relax. Phil's getting all excited here. All right, so I think Celtics. Dukes agree. Celtics. Do you agree? Celtics.
I agree, Celtics.
All
I
right.
think they get a better marker.
So we'll get the camera. Meek. So Meek had a bad marker. He was nice enough to bring the dry erase board in here. Then apparently a marker doesn't work. Yeah, we'll do. Now, is there necessarily 10 teams that can win a title this year? Probably not. But I think the NBA is a little deeper than we think it is. So I think this exercise could
Have
be interesting.
Meek move the board.
You want Meek to move the board to where?
It's pretty hard.
To like
to
where Marty's seat is? Or
Yeah, it's
where
pretty hard to see.
Can you put it where Marty would sit? Look at this, huh? Look. There you go, Meek. Great job. And then there you go, Meek. All right. Well, maybe I'm sorry. Do it here. Do it here.
My seat.
Yeah, where you were sitting. Oh,
Great radio.
this is good stuff. Now Meek just dropped the pen. This is why they don't. This is why they don't let me host it.
That's actually perfect.
Yeah,
Do it
you got.
right there.
And you're good. You good, Meek?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Look at this, huh? Look at this, huh? This is great. This is show business here. All right. So, do we all agree number one should be the Celtics?
Celtics.
The Celtics. All right. There you go, Meek. So, it's, once again, top NBA teams. No one can see that. No one can see that. Does that marker work?
It's a Sharpie. Oh, let me make it.
Do we have a better marker in this fucking office? Chicago's a popcorn machine. We can't find a fucking marker.
Oh. Probably not the smartest idea for me to do that.
Is it permanent now?
Yes.
God damn it, Meek. You used a Sharpie on a dry erase board?
You used a Sharpie
What
on a dry
fucking
erase board?
idiot! Oh, Meek.
Are you serious?
All right. Well, we'll handle. Well, you'll be. We'll have to get some. Was it vinegar? Takes it out or something?
Holy
I don't know.
shit.
Oh, Meek.
What a
So Meek-
dumbass! What a dumbass!
What did he write? Did
He
he
just wrote number one
Well,
Celtics.
Celtics. So he's not wrong. We see him write something.
I know, at least one whiteboard will be like a factual thing.
That's true.
Yeah. It's not like number one, like our quarterback rankings, which would be so wrong.
I can't even get mad because I said, all right, Meek, can we get the dry erase board? I'll bring the erase board in there. I'll bring the marker in there.
That is elementary shit.
What did he? What does he not know what a Sharpie is?
Everybody, you pick before you. I think that's like day one shit. When you write on a dry erase board, you make sure
Don't
it's not a
little
Sharpie.
kids know that?
Yes,
Like children know that, right?
You double check every time.
But no, don't even little kids know not to use a Sharpie?
Yes.
That's pretty. Yeah, that's elementary, right?
Yes, this is first grade stuff.
Why did he do that?
He's a freak. It's the Meek freak.
He's unbelievable. All right, so let's go. Me and you will work while Meek tries to hunt down a marker. Who's number two?
It's got to be the Thunder.
It's got to be the Thunder, right?
Right.
Okay.
And I think those are probably the odds. Let's go look at our friends at DraftKings
Yes,
really
yes,
quick.
please do.
'Cause I'm gonna
Actually, know what the odds were earlier this week, Dukes? I swear to God,
They
the
keep
odds
flipping.
The Thunder were number one. It's plus 235. Thunder were leading, which blew my mind.
They keep flipping.
And that's no disrespect to the Thunder. It's just the Celtics. I mean,
I think the top of the East, it's plus 225, plus 235.
who's leading?
Thunder.
So Thunder odds have even shrunk since I last looked at it. Wow.
And honestly, one big jump. I'll tell you after. Actually, I'll keep the odds till after.
Okay.
Because we could see how we do against our friends at DraftKings.
So who's number three? I have some love here for the Nuggets. I just believe in.
Okay,
I
so-
believe in Jokic. I think if it has Cleveland number three, I just disregard that right now.
So I agree with you, and here's my take on this. I'm probably biased to the East. I think you're biased to the East. I think that we look at the odds and we're like, okay, nobody can really compete with the Celtics in the East in a 7-game series.
No, we got Meek
I think-
back. We don't want a Sharpie, Meek. We want. There's no marker in this office.
No markers.
What the fuck? Is that true? There's no marker. Did you go upstairs?
I went.
I can
around
do
where
something.
The other sharp dry erase board was, and I couldn't see it.
Did you ask anybody? Did you say in the content, like, anyone have dry erase?
Yes, I looked around. I couldn't see it.
Did you ask anyone?
No.
You didn't ask anyone.
'Cause who would know where?
Someone might have one at their desk.
Whose desk do you think I looked at? Rico's.
You think Rico has one?
I looked. It wasn't there.
I would have just yelled out in the content. Does anyone have a dry erase marker?
Looked around. Couldn't see it.
You asked Security Mike. Does he have any behind that desk?
They only have Sharpies.
You only have Sharpies.
I got it.
Okay. Look at that, Dukes. What'd you do, Dukes? You go on the Slack? Look at that, Dukes is getting stuff done, finding us markers. So we said number two's Thunder. Who's number three?
Number 3.
You can't. Did you get up to write it down? Is that what you just did right there?
What?
You instinctively got up there. Were you gonna write it down with the Sharpie again?
No.
No. Okay. Who's three?
Who's 3?
So I'm saying that I have some love here for the Nuggets. I'm disregarding the Cavs, and I have the Knicks potentially.
My only reason why I'm lower on the Knicks is because they're on a collision course to face Boston in the second round, and I think there's zero chance we could beat Boston.
Well, you got to get past Boston anyway. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Wow. Woo.
You know what? There's probably, I don't even know how many people are in the chat right now. 268 right now in the chat.
All right.
Those 268 are probably like, wow, that was thinking on your feet right
We
there.
should have did that to begin with, other than me.
Ruining the dry erase board with a Sharpie.
By the way, that was
so dumb.
That was the dumbest thing
So
I've seen in
stupid.
a long, long time.
Do you know how stupid that was?
I know it's permanent.
No, dude,
No,
that's
how do you know
exactly
Sharpie's
what we're
permanent?
saying.
What do you think a Sharpie is?
A Sharpie.
Yeah, what do you? All right. God, Jesus Christ. Sometimes I'm like, I was like a.
Like, don't you know? Like, didn't you learn that like in first grade? Like, make sure you check before writing on the dry erase board that it's not a Sharpie.
No.
Or has this happened multiple times to you?
No.
This has definitely happened more times to you.
It's actually never happened because nothing's ever permanent. So.
No, I used to be responsible for millions of dollars in business when I had my sales life. Like I was like I had some good clients and everything, and now I'm sitting next to someone who didn't know a Sharpie
was permanent
on a dry erase marker.
I had no idea.
Board. That's incredible. So 2 Thunder, I guess there, and 3 we're going with the Nuggets.
I want the Nuggets.
I'd put Denver on there.
All right, there we go. Clean sweep. All right.
Do you think there's a team that could? Because okay, I'll actually wait. Because I think I have 4 that I'm excited to hear your guys' answer.
So 4, I'm on the Knicks. Now, I think Phil's argument here is almost as idiotic as the Sharpie thing.
I'd put the Cavs over the Knicks, honestly, just because I think the Cavs would be a tougher matchup for Boston.
Why?
Just defensively. I don't think you
DeAndre Hunter's a big pickup.
That's what I mean.
We haven't played them yet without him.
I don't think you can beat Boston as like an offensive team, but that's your identity. The Cavs' defense is
I just
insane.
don't think you could beat the Celtics. You could beat the Celtics.
You can't out-Boston Boston.
You can beat the Celtics. People can beat the Celtics once. You can beat them twice. You can beat them 3 times. I just don't think. And again, it comes down to the 7-game series thing, which is the ultimate Boston. Because you can try to out-defense them. You can't out-defense them for 7 games.
But
you can try to out-offense them. You can't out-offense them for 7 games.
But what you're doing, though, is kind of somewhat irrelevant in this discussion because we already have the Celtics ahead of them.
Okay, but that's why I'm saying I don't think this is what I'm saying.
Okay.
I think a West team should go to 4.
Ooh. Who are you thinking? Like I don't trust Memphis. I don't trust I don't trust Houston yet.
There's 2 teams I want to put there, and they just both had a trade.
The Lakers.
Or the Mavericks.
The Mavs aren't making the playoffs.
So that went out.
Well, I wouldn't say they're not making the playoffs.
Devil's eggs. I will say that Anthony Davis getting hurt.
That's
what I mean. Like
took away why I was going to say them. So then what you said, the other team, the Lakers.
I got to have the Knicks ahead of the Lakers.
You'd want to.
I think so. Phil? Or you're on the Cavs.
Yeah, I would.
So we're all on a different team here.
All right, so I have to go between the Cavs and the Knicks. I'm going the Cavs too.
I think they're a tougher matchup for Boston. I love the Knicks.
So 4 Cavs? All right.
Because I also think that in a series against the Knicks, I think the Celtics are one of those teams that plays up to the atmosphere, up to the moment, up to everything, up to playing at MSG during the playoffs.
It's something I would drink. I think it would be over in 5 games. I don't think we can match up versus Boston at all.
I think the Knicks are a bad matchup for the Celtics as well. And I thought going into it, I think that if they could make the Eastern Conference Finals if they play the Cavs.
But who would win Knicks versus Cavs? That's really the bigger question.
I'll take the Knicks over any team in the East outside of Boston.
I agree.
So then why are we putting the Cavs ahead of them?
Because right now, what is the Knicks right now? 3?
The 3 and the Cavs and Knicks.
So we're gonna have to go the Cavs.
This is to win the NBA title, though.
Yeah,
no, I agree. So if they're 2-3, the Celtics, Knicks, the best path then the Knicks. We're saying the Celtics will beat the Knicks. Then the Cavs would be.
All right. So all right.
That's what I mean. There's no.
4 is Cavs.
There's no path unless the Knicks drop to 4, the Cavs fall to 2. There's no path.
You want to do Knicks 5?
Yeah.
So it's Knicks or Lakers 5. I think the Knicks are better.
I'll put Knicks at 5.
I have no problem with the Lakers at 6.
I want Lakers, but you guys win.
All right. So then 6 is Lakers. Okay. All right. So now we have 7, 8, 9, 10. But let me just talk Lakers for a second here. I think this, for me, and maybe not so much for Deuce, because Deuce is high in the Lakers, I love getting Luka, but I do worry about that team's defense, especially with the Mark Williams deal being rescinded.
Yeah, they don't have a center, really.
That's a problem.
We're going to have to run some Rui at the 5 lineups.
Especially if you're facing a team like Denver. You're facing a team like OKC. I don't think that Lakers defense can stand up.
I'd be more worried about Denver than OKC. I think offensively, in a 7-game series, Luka and LeBron could average 80 points together and just take down, just overwhelm OKC. Similar to what Luka did last year.
So my 7 team is an East team. I got the Bucks.
Really?
But I don't love it. Talk me out of it.
Doc Rivers.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Then who do you guys have? Then who else? Then
you're gonna hate. I have 2 teams from the West.
Are you thinking Clippers?
And one you're gonna hate.
Who?
The Warriors.
Oh, that's dumb. Get the fuck out of here. That's not. The Warriors right
Clemmer,
now.
we're getting to that range though.
We're not.
Memphis. We're past 2, Clemmer. We're at that range now. We're just talking all right. Well, let's look at the roster spots. The Warriors are somewhat deep. Jimmy Butler does add another dimension.
You think the Warriors are better than the Grizzlies?
Yes.
Yeah,
that's crazy. You guys
no,
are so fucking
I don't think.
sucking at the tip
I don't.
of nostalgia.
I don't. I think I'd pick them to. I don't think they're better. I do think I'd pick them in the playoffs over them.
Yeah, playoff experience.
Who cares about playoff experience if you're not as
We already
good?
had this fucking argument with pedigree. I mean,
Yeah, and it lost.
I will say then, I'm kind of a stan of the Clippers. I love Ty Lue as a coach too.
Norman Powell's incredibly underrated. He had like a
Incredibly
40-point
underrated.
game last
He's
night.
what like Lou Williams was to the Clippers a decade ago.
Paul George leaving the Clippers is like the greatest thing that could have happened to them. Obviously, like the getting him is like one of
James
the worst.
Harden getting in shape again.
Trading for Paul George is one of the worst trades in NBA history. Letting him walk and not paying him to max, one of the smartest decisions.
I'll let you guys take the Clippers over the Bucks, but I want the Bucks next. Then if that's what we do,
You know what? Fuck it. I mean, the Bucks have Giannis.
that's what I'm saying. That's like
then Clippers.
I would even do Clippers then Bucks if you guys feel that strongly.
Nah, you're probably right with Giannis. They have a superstar.
Yeah, I mean, it's still Giannis. He's the hardest match.
Right, so Bucks then
Right?
Clippers.
Yeah.
Okay. 9 and sorry. So now we're at 9. Maybe we get the phone lines open too. This exercise we're agreeing too much. So maybe we get some calls in here.
Well, there's not much to disagree about.
I know.
Like, I want to. Can I put the Warriors at 9?
No.
Are they not in the top 10?
How about the Pacers?
I'll take the
No.
Warriors over the Pacers.
Yeah,
How
I'm
about okay? We haven't. Memphis is number 2 right now. This is being disrespectful. They're the number 2
Not
seed.
disrespectful
They
at
are,
all.
it is. The 36 and 18, Phil. The Warriors are 28 and 27. Like that does matter at some point.
And in a
Warriors right now might not even make the playoffs. They have to get
In
the
a playoff series, if it's a 2-7 matchup, I'll take the Warriors over the
How
Grizzlies.
about the Rockets? Too young?
That's my take.
They are too young.
I'm more on the. How long is Ja out for?
Like,
He's back, right?
yeah, he's back.
So like he's back. He's a superstar to me. No.
Yeah, no, he is, but Warriors gonna have a better player on the floor.
Day to day with
I
me.
think we
He
finished.
didn't, he didn't play on Wednesday, but
I
he's
do
day-to-day.
think
He'll
we
be back
finished.
for the break.
I think you finished with 2 West teams.
Give me the Warriors.
No.
Yes.
No, I'm fighting on the Warriors. I'm throwing. If you're gonna fight me in the Pacers, I'm fighting on the Warriors.
Where would you put the Warriors on a list? Because you're not putting them in the top 10.
I would have Houston, Memphis, the Timberwolves, all ahead of them, and probably the Mavericks. On the East side, I would have the Pacers, and that's it, I guess.
You know what?
Mavericks.
I want to put the Mavericks back in it.
Anthony Davis is gonna be out for the fucking season.
No, a month. We haven't.
That's the season.
Yeah,
No,
but if
it's
they
not.
get
It's
into
not
the
the playoffs,
playoffs.
though.
For what? Like the 12 games back?
If you
After
get into the playoffs with Anthony Davis, do you not feel good?
They're a game and a half ahead of the Warriors right
Even
now.
even I think that's a
Where are
bad.
they gonna be in a month?
Probably the same. Warriors kind of stink.
And what are the Mavs?
Kind of stink.
The Warriors are 3-1 since trading for Jimmy Butler.
Ooh.
Off the second leg of a back-to-back, they won last night, which I was told is impossible.
I never said impossible. I never said
I
impossible.
was told, Steph Curry can't play on the second leg of
It's- I
back-to-back.
know,
They'd be a
it's-
top 4 team
Once
in the
again,
West on the
I
road.
said Steph Curry has problems playing back to back.
What problem does he have being a top 4 team on the road?
He's been missing games because of his knees.
He didn't miss games. He missed last night.
Right, but he's been listen to his past tense. He's been having problems playing back to backs.
Yeah,
Roll over. Let us pet your tummy, Meek.
Didn't have a problem last night.
Right, he was good last night.
So I think we should go. Personally, Grizzlies, Mavericks, or Rockets.
We can't have the Mavericks on here with Anthony Davis out.
I'm fine with that. So
I think, like-
Grizzlies and Rockets. Are you okay with that?
Yes.
All right, Grizzlies and Rockets.
We can also say, Anthony Davis could be back in a month. He can also just miss the rest of the season anyway. Like, that's like what? Isn't like the perfect scenario if he's back in a month?
All right, so let's get people to call in on this. They can disagree with us. They can agree. Also, it's back in Boston radio. They have Freeform Friday, and Freeform Friday you can call in with whoever you want. We're doing that here as well.
That's pissing me off so much.
What is?
That indent.
Yeah, I know. What are you gonna do?
Also, should I pull up the odds?
Yes, please do.
Yeah. Shout out DraftKings.
So can you see that or no?
Not really.
Now let me take off my glasses.
Yeah.
That actually doesn't help at all. It makes it worse.
What the fuck?
It's a joke, Clemmer.
You literally used a Sharpie and a dry erase board. Nothing. Right now, at this point, you're capable of anything.
You should like that. The number one Celtics.
We did say that. It's a good thing to have.
Celtics are
One Celtics. All right. It's not tough to argue with that.
Celtics will always be number one.
Some show today, huh? I'm sure the chat is loving. The chat is either loving this show or hating it. I don't know. There's probably no in the middle here. So Thunder, I can read that a little bit. Thunder at 225, Celtics 235. We got the Cavs 700.
Basically,
Knicks
they have the Thunder and Celtics about like the same odds.
1,000. They're more down in the Nuggets than we are.
Overall, their roster really isn't that good, but they also has to have Jokic, and he just gets the best out of everyone.
We got the Lakers at 1,700. Lakers they're high on the Lakers. Grizzlies plus with the Bucks. Is it 2,000 or 3,000? 3,000. Grizzlies 3,000. Meek's Warriors 3,000. So there you go, Meek.
That's the same odds I took them at before the season.
The Clippers. So they're higher on the Warriors than the Clippers. Mavericks 3,500, and then the T-Wolves at 6,000. All right. So I think we did okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do you need to go in there and do the calls with Dukes, or can you do it on his own?
Want me to?
Yeah. Stay in the mic though too, like when you're in there.
I can do it.
I
can do it. Meek.
Duke said he can do it. Yeah. Sure, you can say whatever you want to do, Meek. After what you did with that dry erase board, it's the Meek Phil hour.
Oh, it's a bad dry erase board anyway.
You think so?
Yeah, there's a dent in it.
There's a dent in it, yeah.
What you mean?
All right, so we got calls coming in here. You can call in about the playoffs. You can call in about Meek using a Sharpie on a dry erase board. Mock him for that. Anything you guys want to call in for, you can.
Derek from the chat.
Derek from the chat, a legend. Derek, what's going on?
Whoops.
Looking for a playoff pick here?
Whatever you want, buddy.
Yeah.
I got a 3-point winner for you guys
I
All
like
right.
that.
I like this.
for the 3-point contest.
Let's go.
Norman Powell. Norman Powell's been hot. I think he's at plus 550.
Is he a lefty shooter or a righty shooter?
He's a righty shooter. What are you about to tell me, Meek, about the lefty shooter?
A lefty's never won a 3-point contest.
Really?
Yeah, that's an actual stat.
Interesting.
So I'd like Norman Powell then if he's a righty.
Meek was just singing Norman Powell's praises earlier.
Yeah.
Norman Powell, yeah, he was. I think he hit 5 threes last night. He's hot right now. He's hot going in the like Damian Lillard. I know it's his town, but he's cold right now. It was between Norman Powell and who was the other guy up there? Buddy Hield. I was thinking about Buddy Hield, but Buddy Hield, I don't know. I don't know about Buddy sometimes. Norman Powell though was a lock.
I didn't even put two and two together. Like, oh yeah, Dame's back home. Like he's from the Bay Area. Like
The
that's
odds.
part of
So
it.
Damian is the favorite, plus 350. Darius Garland's plus 500. Buddy Hield 500, and then Norman Powell plus 550. So the Powell pick. All right, I like that.
I don't hate it.
Yeah.
Me either.
And also, quick shout out to myself. It's my birthday, guys.
Happy
Oh,
birthday.
your birthday's on Valentine's Day, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Are
yeah,
you-
it's a certified lover boy?
Hell yeah.
Are you gonna go out and have a good time with the ladies tonight?
I'm gonna sit in the crib and put some units on some stuff and ride.
All right.
All right.
That's a nice Valentine's Day.
Friday,
Go to
Valentine's
Kentucky.
Day on your birthday is special.
That's pretty good.
It's okay, but like to be honest, I can't unless I got a woman in my life. You know what I mean? Because I can't really go out because everybody's reserving.
I
tables for
know.
this.
It's
You know
also
what I
so
mean?
expensive.
It's expensive. It's a tough holiday. It's cool though.
My wife and I we'll go out either the next weekend or a couple of days later and like we eating it. It's like half the
the
price.
move.
I know, right?
That's a veteran move.
Why deal with the
That's a
fucking
veteran
crowds?
move.
Plus, we've been married 5 years. What are you doing? Like, just go out and have a nice dinner a couple of days later. Who cares? Well, try
Exactly.
win some money tonight, Derek. Have a great birthday.
All right, rise forever.
Yep.
Absolutely. Thank you, Derek. Anybody else there, Dukes?
Well, this is the worst dunk
What?
contest in forever.
He might need help in there. Oh, here comes Marty. Look at this. Marty Bush, everybody.
Way too early, Indiana.
Indiana.
Boys, look good.
What's happening?
Not too much, getting off of work, but I got a bad idea and a question.
Okay.
Bad idea first?
Yes.
All right. All-Star game has been sucking. What if we took a year off from all the stars and we had the 12 best six men from each conference, and each of those guys gets $1 million if they win the game?
It's not bad. You want to watch, a situation where you have, Peyton Pritchard being the best player on the court?
Honestly, I kind of think with the stars not being a part of it, who's going to get more up for the six men than the stars of each of those guys that are there that night?
Yeah.
If they just have a game and just go crazy in the All-Star. And maybe we can even throw the home field advantage for the conference winner.
On the six man battling it out?
I just feel like there's no answer.
I think
There's
there's no
nothing you can
Nobody
do
gives a
because
fuck.
they're all. Well, why would you care? Would you want to get hurt
No.
during your off time, like
No.
where it doesn't matter?
No.
It's tough. Like that's why baseball still is the best because it's like you're still getting. You're not going to get hit. Really, you're not really going to get hurt.
Right. You could
Hitting the
baseball is Yeah, you can play it not risk yourself of injury as much as the other sports where you're running around.
2 at bats, or 1 at bat.
So I think the big thing on the 6 men is you're going to have guys who are hungry. You're going to have guys who are going to be trying to show out on All-Star. And to be honest, I think one of the cool things with the three-point and the dunk and all that is the stars get excited to see those guys get some shine. I think if you have the best 12 of each 6 men from each conference, I think the stars will get up for it. The guys are going to play hard, and each one of those 6 men would probably take $1 million cash going or whatever for the weekend.
Oh, I'm sure they'd be happy to get them. I don't know if I really care about seeing LeBron James or Steph Curry cheering, though. That doesn't do anything for me.
I could get that. It was a bad idea.
I mean, that's me. But I don't hate the outside the box thinking though, because I'll say this right now. You're absolutely right in the fact that they got to fix something. The All-Star game stinks. Let's get some wacky, wild ideas out there. Throw them out there because anything's better than what they have right now. So I don't think you're entirely wrong with your frame of thinking there.
So to switch subjects real quick and not get off the line, love your guys' show. I went crazy on futures this year in the NFL.
Okay.
You guys been talking some futures this week, and I really like the Spurs making the playoffs, even though I know nothing about the Western Conference right now. But those 2 guys, they got to be less than 600. As far as future goes, whether it's college basketball, baseball, NFL, or NBA, if we had a plus 600 or better future, what would you guys select? I'm sure you guys don't have it on the top of your head, but it's definitely something I'd like to know by the weeks because I just put a little something on the Packers to win the title, 20-1. I really like that before the draft and before their free agency because I think they'll have good business, to be honest.
Well, the Yankees right now are 8-1. The Mets are 12-1
There you go.
I mean, there's a couple right there.
Okay.
College basketball,
you'll get
a lot of good teams up way more than 600.
For college basketball?
Yeah, because it's such a you don't know what the bracket's going to be, all that stuff, and there's probably 4 teams that are like elite right now, and there's a lot of really good teams too. So you can get some good.
I don't hate the Phillies at 12-1 either.
Yeah, it's not bad.
You know what, too, in the NBA, Nuggets at, I think, plus 13.
I don't hate
put
that.
something on that.
I don't hate that either.
I like that. Well, thank you, dude.
Well, I love the show, guys, and I'm always calling.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Way too early. Hammond, Indiana.
Let's go. Marty.
The place is a hellhole.
It is?
I have no idea.
Oh, no, we don't know. It might be a lovely town.
I was going to try to fuck with Marty that we drove through there.
You did the top 10 NBA teams there as far as who's most likely to win a title. Do you disagree or agree with most of our list, all of our list? And I have a shocking development I want to tell you about, too.
I can't wait for this shocking.
Yeah.
Who is it? Meek?
Yes, Meek did something.
Oh, it's shocking.
Meek did something so stupid on the show, it'll break your brain.
If anybody ever calls me the dumbest on the show, or you, honestly, I'm just going to bring this up.
Okay, deal. Celtics, Thunder is fine. Nuggets is fine. Cavs, Knicks, Lakers, yep, Bucks.
You should have some questions, too. Like, why are we using a Google Doc?
It's unlike the Rockets is also. It's just very odd.
No.
You think it's odd
that it's on a Google Doc? Like, do you think this format that we have right now, where it's like we're on a Google Doc?
I think it's actually cleaner this way. This is.
We're going to do this from now on.
Yeah.
But are you like, why didn't we use the whiteboard that's in the room?
That's in the room.
I'm so confused what's going on.
Dude's kind of jumped the bit here a little bit.
I don't want to.
Couldn't hold on to it.
Couldn't hold on.
Celtics?
Why is there only one Celtic? Just go up and erase it.
Yeah, try to erase
that.
Oh my God! What'd you use?
Yes.
He used a Sharpie.
He's a fucking Sharpie.
You fucking stupid.
Can you believe it?
No. We gotta clean it up. This is a year of you. You can't be doing Sharpie with that.
At least I only got up to one team before I realized it was permanent.
So that's just always going to
Always say one Celtics.
always have number one.
We were saying at least it's not like the quarterback.
You know what's bad for Dukes? Everyone's going to think it's you.
Yeah. The only thing is, at least it's not like our quarterback rankings that were like so wrong.
Thank God. And then Meek seemed surprised.
I don't know about Rockets 10. I still
Who'd you have there?
them yet. I gotta look.
Can I tell you who? It's the Warriors.
Yeah,
no, it's not the Warriors,
Steve,
guys. The Warriors suck. The Warriors are not good.
I mean, they beat the Rockets last night.
Great.
I know, but you can't like.
They might not make the playoffs, Marty. They have to get in before you can even. Like,
So they have the
3 games
fifth
out
best. They have the fifth
of
best
6.
odds to
I
win the
know
conference.
because morons like you guys who are so tied in nostalgia are betting them.
Are you
they
calling our
got
friends at
better.
DraftKings morons?
No, I'm saying the people betting on the Warriors are dumb. That's affecting the line.
They got
The
better
line
with
is
Jimmy
great.
Butler. You have to admit that.
Yes, they did.
Yes. Okay.
I agree.
So that's what I'm saying.
They're not
That
good
has
enough.
nothing to do with people. The volume of people betting. Well,
Yes,
like
it does. That's how the line is. That's how the line moves.
It moves a little bit when you do that, but that's what the line. That's what they're
They
at.
set a line, and then depending on how much volume it gets, the line moves. Yes, that's how lines work.
Not by that much.
yeah,
though.
not really with a futures
If
market.
People weren't betting.
Not really
If
on a
people were betting
futures market.
other teams besides the Warriors odds would go down. Yes.
Dude, not like futures though.
Yeah.
I think it would
That's
affect
like
it.
a,
Of
that's like
course
a
it
game.
would.
That's a game
A
line.
little bit.
I think it also affects the future lines as well.
Not like a ton.
To be
though.
honest, I'm not an odds maker, so like I can't really speak for futures. I know game lines. Like yeah, that obviously.
Yeah,
like,
it all affects. I mean, it's how they. At the end of the day, that's what they want. They don't. Why would you want one tilted?
But also,
the
like
other
when
way?
you see like the before and after trades, like that's like DraftKings making the lines.
I'd put the Timberwolves before.
At first, just like the initial line is at first. You would put who now, Mark?
I'd put the Warriors or the Timberwolves for the Rockets.
I'll give you Timberwolves.
I actually think Mavericks as well.
Well, we talked about that. The only reason was Anthony Davis' injury. That's the only reason. We would have had Mavericks.
The
there.
funny thing is though, like I think they had 8 guys out last night. Was that it, Dukes?
Oh, I don't want to talk about
Who?
that.
They had like 8 guys
They
out,
had
the Heat.
and they
They
won.
had 8 guys
I
out
was
last
so
night.
close
Crazy.
to picking them yesterday too during the show.
Tyler Hero had a 40 ball, but Dante Exum turned back the clock.
Dante
It was
was 11 of 13 from field goal, 2 for 2 from
But
3.
that's the thing
Spencer
that
Dinwiddie. I mean, that's the thing though. You're right though. Like these, they're NBA guys that can fucking win.
so I forget who it was.
It's also they're playing the best team. They're playing the Heat.
It might have been Pat Bev, but
He-
somebody was talking about how like role players in the NBA, they're like, yeah, if you're on the stuck on the fucking Wizards, like Torrey Craig can go out and get 30 any night.
Yeah,
That's how
like-
talented guys are nowadays. Just
Like,
like
if Pat
people
Bev
need to know their
wanted
roles.
to, he could
Yeah.
probably score 20 points.
Right.
Well,
There's just no reason for him to because there's a lot better people on the team.
did I hear Pat Bev is leaving Israel? Is that right?
He's gone. Yeah.
He's gone.
So he's gonna sign with somebody, right?
He's got to.
I mean, he's
you
going
know,
to.
you know, I really
Teams would use him.
want him.
Yeah, he'd be great for us.
It'd be great for you guys.
He'd be great.
I agree.
Like just play like I don't even. How many minutes do you think he'd get a game?
15.
That's what I think. And I think it'd be a great 15.
What rotation does Celtics have now? It's like an 8-man, 9-man?
Celtics.
Yeah.
8.
Have we clipped Meek with the dry erase? That needs to be clipped.
Yes.
I'm
oh,
sorry.
what?
But
Oh, he didn't clip himself
No.
yet? Oh, of course. he
dumbest thing that's ever happened on the show. You got to clip that, Meek. That's got to go out.
I'll just text Clubhouse.
Yeah, that absolutely has
did.
to.
Meek should have to clip himself.
I mean, Meek, that is the.
Clips
I'll
are
clip
dumb
myself
moments.
because I think Clubhouse is doing some Philly parade stuff. So
Yeah, that has to go out. Meek. That's the dumbest thing that ever happened on the show.
Can I ask a question? When Acuna won the MVP, what happened to him the year before?
he had a mediocre season around like 4 WAR. It was
He got
around the same
hurt?
as Mark Candia. No, he got hurt in
But he
2021.
didn't come into that season hurt, right? The MVP season.
MVP
He
season.
didn't come
was
into it hurt,
fully-
Mark. That's the
fully
problem.
I'm
healthy.
saying he won it 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Right, but he also let's look at the MVP season then. I'm glad you brought that up. He played 159 games. He missed 3 games all year, Murray. That's the problem.
I think like some of those were at the end of the year where it's like they already had everything locked up.
That's the issue.
I can't wait to be the biggest Braves fan now.
That's
I'm
fine.
gonna be the biggest Braves
Have
fan.
fun
You're
with
gonna be
that.
doing a chop.
I mean, have fun with that. They're a great franchise.
They're okay.
How are
The
they
Braves?
okay?
A great franchise.
Better than the Mets franchise.
Yeah, that's true. I'll say this though, Marty. They've won as many World Series as the Mets since the Mets came into the league. So I don't know that much better.
One's been more recent.
Yeah, but they still have
Yeah.
1-2, and the Mets have 1-2 since '62.
I would actually probably rather be a Mets fan than a Braves fan. At least the Mets have good content.
Braves had a crazy run in the '90s.
It's
That was
true.
fun.
It's
They have a crazy
like,
run now.
No, I know, but like I think the Braves fans.
Braves run in the 90s was crazy.
Would you rather be Mets, or like historically, I think the Mets will be fine in the future, where you were just have some good seasons, get beaten down badly, or be the Braves where you consistently lose going far?
But they have a World Series
talking to
like this
me,
decade.
right?
I'd rather be.
Yankees are
I would have seen.
Yankees go consistently far and lose for the past.
See, the
fucking-
Yankees are different though too, because if the Yankees were just like beaten down like the Mets to some degree in the
getting
past,
there.
you guys, I agree, not
getting
really.
there.
You're,
But
getting- you're on your way.
You
World
guys, you
Series.
guys,
You won one World Series like 22
the whole
years.
in
world
the World
would love to
Series
see you
this
laugh.
year.
The whole world would
You
like to
went
see
there.
you
You
laugh.
lost.
You can't say we're getting beaten down and sad. We're in the World Series. That's stupid.
No, that's the point of the Braves. The Braves make a bunch
Yeah,
of World
like,
Series and lose. That's what he's saying.
No, but he was saying like,
What would
it's
you rather
beaten
do?
down and sad.
That's what he's saying. Beaten down sad in the playoffs.
No.
No, it's
No.
Oh, that was what I was inferring.
Like, would you rather
from
have no chance or consistently lose far?
consistently lose far.
Okay,
Oh, I
I
would
wouldn't.
too. Right.
I wouldn't.
Oh, I would. You don't want to be a Pirates fan.
Yeah, dude, the Pirates.
You're right. You're right. But in this, you're 100%
Yeah.
right. But that's a fucking bottom of the barrel franchise.
There's a lot of those though.
But the
But dude,
Mets are
it's-
entertaining as shit.
But the Mets have.
Mets aren't bottom of the
also-
barrel though.
Exactly. As a
But-
franchise, like I'm saying, like whatever. It's a
I
stupid
get what
argument.
you mean.
Yeah.
I get what you mean.
There are definitely franchises that I'm like, don't like Marlins. Should we do top 10 worst baseball franchises?
It's pretty easy, honestly.
Yeah, I mean a lot of it's the A's,
Just the
the White Sox,
White Sox, A's, fucking.
the Rockies.
I think Pirates are 10, only because
10.
yeah, you know why?
They
Their
won a
ballpark
World
is-
Series in '79.
Their ballpark is so sick.
Their
ballpark's
is
good,
really
but
nice.
they
I
have.
think that carries weight.
Hey, you know how you guys make fun of being old? The Pirates have not won in my lifetime.
You know how happy they
I
are.
haven't even been to a World Series in my lifetime.
We're not calling you old.
Yeah, but like
You know
they
how
haven't even been
happy
to a
I-
World Series as long as I've been alive.
They
That's
are
crazy.
that they have Paul Skeens that they're never gonna extend them, or they'll try and extend them to be like, oh, we're such good people, but never build around them.
They probably should trade him after year 4 or 5, right? Because if you're not going to sign him, you might as well.
Oh, they'll try and. The fact that he hasn't been talked to about a extension yet.
Well, we don't know.
Or-
We don't know if he hasn't been talked to. We
No, we would know.
think so.
I feel like we would definitely know. That's all the news that would happen with the Pirates, you know?
Pirates are a mess.
Yeah.
I think the Pirates winter has been a disaster this year. So bad.
Couldn't tell.
still got
They signed McCutcheon again?
They got McCutcheon, and they made that trade for a first baseman
McCutcheon
that's
is still
hurt.
playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't terrible. Last year.
Okay, so I think we should bring this
He's
up.
like adequate.
I don't want to take over. I don't want to do a Meek, but I do think me and Meek were on the same side of the debate yesterday, so I'd like to bring it up because Ionescu and Curry got canceled. Who's more famous, Anthony Rendon or Sabrina Ionescu?
I mean, once again, you guys are in a bubble of being among 20-year-olds. I think your average person is going to know Rendon more. The average person's not going to know Rendon either. But Rendon has more of a name because he won a World Series in 2019, and then he also is famous now for having this horrible contract. Where that girl, the woman you mentioned, I never even heard of her before yesterday.
So I
Like,
don't.
you think Angel Reese is more famous than Rendon?
Yes, I do.
I think it's the Caitlin Clark thing. So my thing with
Much more famous, I would say,
Ionescu was
Much
famous.
more.
Ionescu has her own shoe. Ionescu was famous because of Kobe. Like she won a WNBA championship on like I know that doesn't like mean anything compared to like a World Series. Rendon to a casual fan, even when he was good, wasn't that well known.
A casual fan of what?
Baseball.
No, but that's not true at all.
Yeah, I think it is, Clemmer.
You're not a casual baseball fan.
I think that I'm pretty casual.
I think casual baseball fans didn't know who Anthony Rendon was.
I think when he won the World Series, he was a fifth player on that team.
You're, no.
He was the
There's
fifth
a-
best player on the World Series, or fifth most well-known player
You're
on the World
just-
Series team.
You're too in it.
No. Hang on. Is a casual baseball fan is you're not a baseball fan, Dukes. You don't watch baseball. There's a level above you that I would put as casual baseball fan.
So I think that's wrong. Like I think that I think that I tell you that I hate baseball. I still follow baseball.
Is there a casual
Not
baseball
really.
fan in the office?
like,
gotta
what do you
be
think
a casual
what's a
baseball
casual
fan.
baseball fan to you?
Someone that watches like Ev.
No way. Ev is
Ev's
way more than a casual.
Yeah.
All right. So what's
Ev is
what's
way
below, what's
more in
between
it.
Ev and Dukes?
Francis.
Like I keep up with
Francis.
I keep up with
Talking
storylines.
about.
I keep up with transactions. I don't watch every single night.
You don't know. I could name 10 teams. You probably know one player at most in those teams.
Let's do it.
I mean, I think it's like I don't think it's a reach.
It's also-
Like, you just
There's
you don't
three
follow
off
the
top-
game.
There's three off the top of my head that I would not know a single player.
Also,
Name an
right now
athletic.
it is hard. Athletic you should get. I also literally just posted about one.
We just talked about this. Also, you're on this show too, which means you're getting kind of like baseball osmosis here.
athletic?
That's exactly my point. That I'm like I think
But
I'm
you're
a
not really a
casual
fan. You just hear about it in the show. Just like I'm not a college football fan, but I hear about names in the show. Doesn't make me a college football casual fan. I'm lower than that.
All right, we're splitting hairs here, but my point is, we're going back to the Anthony Rendon thing. My thing with the contract is, I think that him going to Anaheim with that contract makes it 10 times more. Like, if it was the Yankees and he had this horrible contract, all of WFN would be talking about is like, holy shit, this fucking contract is the worst contract in sports. But the fact that it's not the Dodgers, it's Los Angeles, Anaheim, nobody really fucking cares.
Well, we're also not in.
But
We're not
people
in Los
care.
Angeles. We're in New
Well,
York.
It's becoming like just a. He's becoming a meme on the internet
Yes.
where it's like that's why he's gotten more famous. I think he's more famous for his
The
contract.
bad contract in the winning World Series. You might.
I think
I mean,
it's just
yeah,
more
because
like,
I guess my head is still, I think he's more famous for World Series.
I think not. I think the World Series was more like.
I think that's the climax of like his importance in
I
life.
think the pitchers on that team were more.
That's what I said.
Strasburg
I said he was.
like. But
I think for
Rendon's
casual,
a bigger player than Corbin was, though.
Huh?
I mean, Corbin to me is more of a casual than Rendon. I mean, like we're going through the Nationals rotation that year.
Yeah. What are you saying?
I'm saying like Scherzer and Strasburg, sure.
Yeah.
Trey
Then after
Turner.
that, Trey Turner,
Soto. He's probably the fifth
Probably
most
fifth.
known player.
But he's been to an All-Star game. Like he's in the major leagues, and I think for people over the age of 40, that means a lot more than a lot of other people.
I don't know. It's a good question. I think.
Yeah, it is.
Because I also don't. I know I'm more into baseball, so obviously I know Rendon. So it's hard for me to. We need someone in this. It's me. Can you go out in the office?
Jack
and
Max-
get-
No, this is the
Jack
problem.
Back
No,
was a
it
good
can't
one.
be in this office. No,
Why?
hang on. Because it's just all this office is young people. I'm saying the average American.
What about get Pat?
All right,
Get Pat.
Pat's a baseball
Pat's a
fan.
baseball guy.
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
What would be crazy if
What's-
Pat knew the Sabrina girl instead of Rendon? It is crazy because there's a lot of Pats in the world.
Who's more famous then, Sue Bird or Rendon?
Super.
Seabird.
Yeah, 1000%.
I'm not just saying because of women's. I'm
I
saying
know
this
you're not.
particular athlete.
I know her name is also hard to say.
Yes.
So people just say Sabrina, and you know who you're talking about.
No, you don't, Phil. In the real world, you don't. In the real world, you go to an office right now, somebody's office, and you say the word Sabrina. No one's going to associate that with this.
Yeah,
with this
that's
woman.
crazy. I would be like the teenage witch.
Yes, exactly right.
I actually think a lot of people might not know both.
No, well, that was on TV for a long time.
I asked my
though.
dad last night. Doesn't know both.
Oh no, I agree with that. Oh no, I would say most people don't know both.
Both. Yes.
That's not the question.
Yes.
Though. I would absolutely agree with that. Most people don't, follow sports anywhere near. Most people I was kind of saying, Dukes is not a casual. Like most people don't even follow.
It's so.
No, I'm giving you credit here. I'm saying you follow baseball more than the average person on the street does.
Yes.
But I'm saying you're not a baseball fan.
I need to know what your definition of a casual fan is. How many baseball games a year do you have to go to be a casual fan?
Not go, watch. To be a casual.
If you go to like one game
But
a year.
baseball-
No, you don't have to go to any games. There's plenty of people that don't live near a
True.
stadium.
Baseball's so regional where it's like you could watch I'd say you have to
I
watch
watch the Mets all the time in the summer.
Could you name their lineup?
The Mets?
Sure, or whatever your favorite team is. Could you name their lineup right now?
Yeah, I could.
Like Marty, can you name 5 players on the Cincinnati Reds?
Like I could probably name 5.
The Reds are I can, but it's just like I don't think that's a casual.
I guess that's not either. I
think
guess
a casual is more of your team. I think it's your team because no one is I don't expect someone
also
to know.
it's like
Rendon's an all-star though. Like Rendon got a huge
yeah.
contract. I think Rendon's above the 8th best player on the Reds. You know what I mean? Like he
Not
won
like-
a World Series.
So whatever, it's over. I mean, my argument
it's a
for
good
Rendon was.
question. Do you
Rendon
know
was.
who Ellie De La Cruz is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
but then gets a bigger name. That's
I know who Mark Vientos is.
Do you know
right,
who's-
and that's a like for
I know who Francisco Lindor is.
what about Matt McClain?
No, dude. What
I
are
have
you
his
talking-
bobblehead. You want it?
But he might be the best.
All right, next.
Matt McClain's probably the best player on the Reds. Besides maybe Hunter. Hunter Green maybe.
Hunter Green's definitely.
Yeah, Hunter Green led the pitching in WAR.
See, I probably watch 25 games a year, and I probably go to 5
But I don't
to
think
6.
that's a casual. A casual doesn't need to know who's on the Reds. I think that's stupid. I think that's when you're really engulfed in baseball. I think a casual is your team.
I agree
That's what
with-
baseball is. It's regional.
I would say your team, your division.
I actually hate when people are like, you don't know who the best person on the Rockies. It's like, don't make the person feel bad. Just they don't
Nolan.
care.
No, it's Brenton Doyle.
Who?
Nolan.
Nolan Jones, he's saying. But it's Brenton Doyle.
No,
Just
Ryan
saying,
McMahon's really fucking good.
Ryan McMahon's
Brenton
really
Doyle
fucking
is
good.
Brenton Doyle's the top 25 player in
Never
baseball.
forget when I
Top
visited Denver.
25?
I think
asked
so.
him Meek for a home run hitter. Nailed it.
You can make that case, Meek.
Dude, I love Brendan Doyle, but top 25 I think is a stretch.
Think so? It might be. It's closer than not though.
I get like he's like
He's closer to 25 than 50.
yes.
All right, all right. I think we're
probably
on the
have
same
him
page.
like
We're on the same
35.
page. We both love Brenton Doyle. Brenton Doyle's great.
Everyone's saying casual. I'm a casual.
You're a casual. All right. I don't. I think part of the problem is you don't really because you
I'd
move
say
around
you're
a lot. You don't really
casual.
have a team. Like you
I'm a
like,
Met Sox fan.
yeah, but like you don't have like a a specific team. If you did, maybe you'd be.
No, like I
be
was
easier to find you.
2018 Red Sox. I watched 90% of their games, like regular season.
Okay.
Regular season, and then once they traded Mookie Betts, I like revolted against the Red
I
Sox.
think I think you're casual. Literally, if you you could bring it in.
Oh yeah, bring it in.
Yeah.
Jason, look what Meek did to the board here.
Oh no.
Yeah, but he used a Sharpie.
Well, what do you expect from him?
Jason said, "What do you expect from him?" Yeah, it's fair. It's a fair question.
Thank you, Jason.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you.
$20 whenever you're ready.
Okay. Well, we don't really need them, I guess, anymore because the show's over. But thank you. That's good. It's good.
$20.
We'll get you. Do you want $20 for him?
Yeah, sure.
He's shaking down Clever right now.
15, but 5 for getting it.
There you go. Thank you. I appreciate it. Look at that. Huh?
You just got shaken down by Jason.
Market for markers we don't need. It's Meek fucked up.
Hey, number 1 Celtics.
Look at that.
One of those later.
Okay,
I
absolutely.
think basically what I say. If you're a casual, is that if you go home and you just want to watch, if you actually genuinely want to turn on a baseball game,
I just
casual.
don't get how McClain could be known as like the best player on the Reds when he was injured all of last year. I just think Clemmer's a casual, not following the Cincinnati baseball team.
No.
He's got a point.
No, I'm saying he is the best player, even though that happened.
I wouldn't say he's better than Ellie De La Cruz.
No?
Yeah.
No.
I don't
You
know,
just
man. He was so
told on
good.
yourself.
I still would not.
No, I knew McClain was hurt, obviously.
I know.
Fucking idiot.
I copied
Saw a
and pasted
comment.
what someone said in the group chat.
Oh, no shit. Of course I know he's hurt. That's why the Reds took a step back. I think I said it in this show a number of times.
I was bobblehead if you want it.
We know, Phil. You already said that. What are you trying to get across the bobblehead thing?
You did say
You
it.
said it twice now.
I was bobblehead if you want it.
Yeah, we know, Phil.
Going Blueberry today, huh?
I know who John Stanman is.
John Stammen?
Yeah.
I don't know if I know who this person is. Who is it?
Relief
Relief
pitcher.
for the Nationals?
Relief pitcher for the Nationals,
All
yeah.
right, I do know.
Do you know who
Yeah,
Craig
it's-
Stammen is?
Yep.
Craig Stammen? I know. I don't know if I know John. I know John Lannon. I don't know Craig.
It might be Craig. It's Craig Stamman.
Craig Stammen. Okay, I didn't know who he is.
He also might be a Dayton Flyer.
John Lannon was a pitcher when the Nationals are horrible.
Do you know who Jerry Blevins is?
He's
Of course, he
Flyer.
did. Former Met. What do you?
Oh, I'm talking to Dukes.
Did he have a bike
Flyer.
accident where he broke his arm?
Yes. When we literally traded for him, too.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, Craig Stammen.
Yeah.
Fun story. 7th grade, he was in the bullpen, and I was just chanting at him, Stammen like salmon, and he legitimately was just like looked at me and shook his head, and I thought it was the coolest thing. Like you know how when you're
Doesn't
like
make sense.
when you're 12
No.
years old and you have the dumbest chirp ever.
Yeah.
I got recognized. I was like, I'm in this guy's head. 9
When a
innings
player,
long.
when a player recognizes you though as a kid, you're like,
Best.
holy shit, this is so cool.
I chanted at Bobby Ayala. I would scream at him, and he flipped me off in the Fenway Park dugout. It was the greatest thing.
Scumbag.
I loved it. I deserved to get flipped off, but it made me feel so good. I was 17. It's great.
We got some callers to finish it off
All right,
too.
let's go.
Jackson wants to talk about the Thunder.
Okay, Jackson.
I didn't know if you guys heard Meek has a Matt McClain bobblehead at the
See?
I didn't know that, really. Is that
Everyone
true,
loves
Meek?
it.
Yeah. Also, the Lakers, obviously, they're probably one of the 10 teams that could, but they have no center. Like, they have no chance without a center.
That's a problem, right? The defense is going to be really an issue. So who do you have above the Lakers? Or where would you put the Lakers on the list?
I would put them closer to the bottom. Like, I think the Bucks, having Giannis, I think they have a better chance.
I kind of agree with you.
I don't. Why? Like, what? You can't just say Giannis. Like, they have Luka and LeBron.
No.
It's like
Okay, LeBron are in the front court, though, Marty. Like, they're going to, when they play the Thunder or the Nuggets, they're going to get bullied down low. So
yeah, but I'm talking about Bucks Lakers. Like, I think they're like a very like. What is better about the Bucks and the Lakers?
The Bucks are a more complete team. Like, yes, Luka and LeBron. Like, Luka's better than, well, Luka and LeBron obviously are two top 10 players, top 15 players, but the Bucks are a more complete team.
Austin Reeves is a good three.
To be honest.
One thing I like about the Lakers, I'll play devil's advocate a little bit, is I think it's easier for them to make the NBA Finals than the Bucks, and the Bucks have a harder road, which kind of concerns me. I think that East is tough.
Yeah, I mean, whoever's going to win is going to have to beat the Celtics, obviously,
The
but
West is harder than the
the
East.
Lakers,
I don't know if
I
it
think
is on the top half. What do you think with that?
I think it is.
You got Thunder Nuggets, obviously, but then you got the Cavs, Knicks, Celtics. I think that's a little harder of a road.
I think the Lakers, Thunder, Nuggets, Grizzlies.
The Lakers are in the argument, I guess. But
Grizzlies. Like, I think the Grizzlies.
so you think the Grizzlies are too low on that list?
They could be like 7 to 9.
Yeah, I think the back half. So the back half, I agree with you, Marty. But I think the front half, I think, is maybe tilted a little bit to the east.
Yeah.
Also, Clipper, you're arguing Rockets versus Warriors too. Like neither of them would win a game against the Celtics, so it's like arguing semantics.
Oh, I completely agree. But we have to make the list. We're not saying either team are going to win. We're saying who has the better chance.
Who do you think has a better chance, the Warriors or would you rather play Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler,
And
would you
nobody
rather-
else.
or would you rather play the Grizzlies?
I mean, I think the Warriors have a better chance, but neither of them have any chance. So,
Exactly.
Yeah, but we're.
I said
yeah.
I said we
don't
should
think
just get
they're
rid of the
gonna win
Celtics
the
and Thunder and just do the rest of the list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
I mean, I'm a
disappointing
Thunder fan,
year if it's
but-
not Celtics Thunder.
I don't. My hot take is the Thunder don't come out of the West.
My hot takes the Celtics don't come out of the East.
You just don't like the Celtics, though.
No, it's. I have no. I.
You don't like
You
the
don't like the
Celtics.
Celtics.
I like. Jason
You don't like-
Tatum.
yeah, you don't like
one of
No,
my-
you don't. You don't even claim
No,
him.
I don't. Yeah.
I do claim him.
No, you don't.
I actually said he was gonna be one of the best.
You said he
players
has
in
no
the NBA.
aura.
He doesn't.
No.
He does.
Marty doesn't like the
You know
Celtics.
who has opposite aura? What I can't take anymore. I can't take his interviews anymore. Is Jalen Hurts. My God, you see that interview he did?
No, I'm staying away from a lot of that stuff.
Why?
Because I'm bored with it. I'm bored with it. The Eagles won. Congratulations.
I love
I'm good. I moved
Love
on.
Plummer.
I lost a lot of money. Moved on. Different part of my life where I'm watching Paddington movies now. Like I'm good. I'm good. Paddington's fucking. I like that bear, man.
Who do you
how
think
many
beats the
people were in
Celtics,
theater
Marty?
last night?
I don't know. I sat in the front row and I try not to make eye contact with anybody.
Who beats the Celtics?
You're not gonna like my answer.
What are you gonna say? Say it.
The Knicks.
Okay, so here's
I think the Knicks are scary.
I think the Celtics, the best matchup for them is the Knicks. Did you see Josh Hart too? Is like we didn't have
Didn't have
OG and Mitch. It's like we also didn't have Drew Holiday or Kristaps.
That's
We didn't have
the Celtics would beat us in 5 games. I've accepted that.
Meeks are becoming kind of a realist.
I mean,
With the
I
Knicks.
think the Celtics.
Usually he's like
I think the
usually he's
Celtics.
too optimistic.
The worst matchup I think is a team that the Celtics can't get up for.
The Magic.
Like a sneaky. Like if they lose, it's going to be a team that they're like.
Well, like the Heat, like when that happened.
Yeah, like
Not even like that, because like the Celtics should have gotten up for that. It just wasn't probably the best. Like, they made the right personnel decisions in the offseason to like try to get better.
So who's the team?
Like I think they'll get up for the Knicks at MSG in that playoff atmosphere. Know that the Knicks are coming.
You're saying
like the Cavs maybe?
The Pacers.
Yeah, like it's like gonna be like a sneaky team that they're like looking past if they lose, in my opinion.
throttle the Pacers last year.
The Cavs won't. The Cavs won't be till like basically the Eastern
conference
Conference
finals.
Finals. So it's like.
But like I'm saying, like I feel better against the Knicks because it's like
I understand. It's kind of stupid, but I understand.
it's a
what
get
you mean.
off the mat.
I get
series.
what you mean.
Would
but
you have
it's
the
still
Pacers on the
playoff.
side?
Would you rather play like? Can you
Pacers
name the Cavs arena?
No.
It used to be Quicken Loan, but it's
Yeah, it is right. I was just very. I just want to see. Yeah.
I've been there.
Would you rather go to Quicken Loans Arena to play in the Western Conference Finals or MSG? If you're the Celtics
No, I
players,
get
who
what
want,
you mean.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
you chase that.
Detroit being the. Is that no? You'd play the Magic right now.
Yeah, I thought the Magic were gonna make a deeper run to the. Paulo really.
They've
has
had
not been good.
injuries.
Yeah.
Any other callers? Or is that it?
Two.
Let's get these callers and we'll get out of here.
Mike from Nashville.
Oh, Nashville. Let's go.
Hey, what's up, Cowboys?
All right, I like that.
I have an NFL take that could get me murdered.
Hopefully not.
Hot NFL take.
Hit us.
So I'd like to preface this by saying, when Embiid won the MVP for the NBA, I was with a friend who grew up in Philadelphia, and for some reason the thought came to me. I just immediately said it. I said, I would trade him right now. I would trade him right now. He hit me up a few weeks ago, and he said I was right. There is a player in the NFL that I would trade right now. Can you guys give me a guess who that is? It would get me murdered in the city.
This poll, once again, is young people on fucking Twitter. This is exactly no one who's gonna vote for Rendon is gonna be on that.
Answer the phone guy.
So frustrating. These fucking people. They live in a bubble. They don't want to accept they live in a bubble.
You live in a bubble, bubble boy.
You live in
You
a
live in a
bubble.
Yes, you do.
bubble.
I am much more in touch with
in
how the
a-
world
No, you
actually
don't.
works.
No, you don't.
I've had a real job. I've had real things happen in my life.
job,
For a month and a half. Get the fuck out of here. 20 years, Marty.
What does that
20 years.
mean?
Longer than
What
some
does
of these
that
kids have been
mean,
alive.
though?
Because I've had a real
job.
life.
It means that
You've
know
been in
what's
the office and you deal with real people who are not all in their 20s. It's a whole different experience.
So because I respect women and women in sports,
Now get the fuck out of
old
here.
man.
Get the fuck out.
You are the
I'm
most
in my
bubble
20s,
boy
I've
in the
never heard of
world.
it. No, I
You're a bubble boy.
I'm not a bubble boy.
You're a bubble boy. Bubble boy.
You legitimately trap yourself
You know
in
what's
a
funny?
bubble boy.
These kids don't even understand the reference, probably.
Yes, I do. The
No,
movie.
you do.
The
No,
movie.
the Seinfeld. Bubble
And
Boy.
there's a movie called Bubble Boy.
There was a movie. Travolta, right?
Was
Who
it
the fuck is Sabrina Ionescu?
Yeah, let's go. I like this guy. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. I interrupted your. What was your question again?
There's a player His name is Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
I would shop him.
Okay, I wouldn't.
That's crazy.
Why? Like, Embiid is an injury risk, and, like, I can understand that at that point in time, you're like, oh, shop Embiid. He's probably peaked. I don't know if Lamar has.
I just don't know. He's a regular season merchant so far. In the playoffs, right now, I think there's too many quarterbacks that can do it better than him. And I think there's enough dumb GMs out there that if you approached them with Lamar, you could get an entire, 11-man rotation. Like, I feel like you could get so much for him right now.
What do you think you get for him? You probably get 3 number ones?
Oh, man. Yeah.
I mean, I think if Ross is built to win right now, I think that'd be really foolish.
You go to the Browns right now, you get the first overall.
Yep.
And then you probably get another one. You probably get another first, then you probably get some depth on like line or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you probably could. But why would you then? But now you're going to you have a roster ready to win. You got probably Sanders playing quarterback for you.
In a year and a half, I'll bring it back up and we'll see how we're feeling.
Sounds good. I like that. I would not do that deal right now for the Ravens. Marty, would you?
No.
Okay.
Meek, do you want to apologize to Roan or no?
What happened?
This is what Roan uses on Roan.com. And he's a Philly fan, obviously. Not Celtics. So do you have anything to say to Roan.com?
I apologize to Roan and all the Pick Central watchers, all the Roan.com watchers. My brain just didn't work. I don't know why I put a Sharpie on.
Did you know that? Did you ever know that? Like, was that the first time?
No, I did not know that.
So not that your brain didn't work. You literally just had no idea.
Yes.
It wasn't like a brain fart, if you will.
You never written on a whiteboard in like high school or college?
With Sharpie, no.
No,
no, we know that, Meek. But like, have you ever written on a whiteboard before?
Yeah, not with Sharpie.
But why do you think a Sharpie? What do you think a dry erase board is?
A board. I don't know what the dry erase.
Did you go to college?
Yeah, I have a degree.
That did not convince me.
That poor school.
That was the least convincing.
I'll show you my computer science degree.
I believe you. That school should be decredited.
What school?
John Jay.
Oh, you would
more people at John Jay.
Were you a cop?
No, I wasn't gonna be one.
Freeze!
Imagine that.
If Meek.
Poor John Jay. I feel bad. That's not a bad school.
Yeah, Rico knows their coach.
Well,
that is true. Just beef?
I don't know.
No beef.
I don't even know their
beef.
fucking coach.
I actually can't keep up with his beef, but he does have beef within the school.
Yeah, apologies to Roan.
Apologies to John Jay. It's a good school that you're ruining.
I care more about Roan than John Jay.
Right.
Some kid just slammed his laptop in criminology at John Jay and just said, I'm not having the same degree as you.
Apologies to Roan. I'll either try to get that erased or I'll get a new dry erase board altogether.
I think you should try to get it erased first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I want you to try to do that today, please. I really want to watch it. Because it's not going to come off.
Handwriting, the one is squiggly. Like, I don't even know how the one... Are you shaking when you're writing?
Yeah.
It's a wavy line.
It's just a line.
There's worse fuck-ups in the world, so...
Oh, so that's how we're justifying this?
I've had a couple of them.
No, I don't mean... Well, I mean...
Yeah, no, he has.
No.
I'll say there's been no worse fuck-up on this show.
And I would say that is way...
so dumb.
I would argue...
Dumb.
I think that might be dumber than what I did.
It's pretty dumb. Yeah.
Like, I messed up Toledo and Tulane. And someone could have just taken the fucking fall and just been like, yeah, I bet on Toledo. But, like, they cared about their fucking pick that much.
Who was that?
Katie. I was just like, please just say that you bet on Toledo. She's like, no, I don't want my name behind that pick. Would have saved me so much trouble.
That would have saved you a lot.
She's like, I do not want my name behind that pick. It is crazy to this day that those two teams and those two schools had the same exact spread. If it was any other weekend, they would not have had the same spread. And the odds would be like, oh, we got to change this.
And just like Meek, if that original marker had worked, this never would have happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Or if you just simply had asked people. Remember I said ask, and you didn't want to ask anyone.
You actually saw me go up there with a Sharpie and didn't say anything, too. So you're not, like, completely blameless.
That's more fun.
Meek, honestly, it would...
Yeah, like, why didn't you say something?
I couldn't really
Meek,
see it as well as you think.
Well, go get the other call.
Dudes could see it, too. None of us stopped you.
Ryan, college basketball.
Hey, what's up, guys?
How you doing?
up?
Ryan?
Hanging in there. Wednesday was a little uncoordinated, but today I got some heat for you guys.
Hit us.
So, Florida just got Micah Hangleton back. They now have 3 centers that are over 6'10" that can put up 10-plus minutes.
Does Florida have that guy played yet? That's like 8 feet tall.
No. Oliver Rue hasn't. He's redshirting this season.
Got it.
Yeah. So, Final 4 picks, really quick for you guys. Have something to sprinkle on. So, I was looking at Michigan. Love the double big lineup. Feel like they're built for tournament time. Maryland, same sort of concept. Feeling very strong about the double big lineup. Both of those teams that I mentioned, they have one of their bigs is able to pass, facilitate. They run a nasty pick and roll. Last 2 on Final 4 got Missouri and Memphis.
Memphis is a scary one. They could make it, and they could also lose in the first round.
100%.
They are the
It's
most
all
up
about the
and down
three-point
team in
variance.
the world. Yep, I like it though. I don't hate those.
Thank you. And then really quickly, wanted to get this into you guys. I tweeted it at Dukes. Really like, just as a sprinkle, I got it last week for plus 2,000, but right now it's sitting at 1279. If you parlay Bama to win the SEC and Zona to win the Big 12.
What's that at?
That's at 1279 right now. I got it at 2400, I believe.
I don't hate that because Zona was down. They're playing a lot better. Bama's, it's just the SEC is fuck. This is like the tournament, right? Not like the regular season.
No, this is for the SEC regular season
regular
and Big
season.
12 regular season.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
If you look at the regular season standings, Zona has right now the tiebreaker over Texas Tech, but they play them one more time. And then they have Houston this Saturday. They're only 1 game back. Then Bama has Auburn, obviously, 1 game back. And if you look at the rest of the schedule, it's tough, but I feel like they're getting healthy at the right time. Worth a long shot.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I don't hate that at all. It's a good call.
Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
will keep calling into you guys. Thank you for the boost.
Please do.
Thank you.
Any picks for today, Marty?
Yeah, UCLA. -1.5 at Indiana. UCLA is a sneaky team this year. I really like them. They've also they just lost to Illinois at Illinois, close game, but they beat Penn State. They beat Michigan State this month, so I feel good about them today.
I'm going to ride this Norman Powell. Norman Powell, I'm looking it up here. He's made multiple threes in every single game since January 4th, except for 1 game where he only made 1 3. I mean, he's been red hot. He went 5 for 10 yesterday.
Yeah.
Norman Powell to win the 3-point contest.
That's today?
No, that's like this weekend.
Oh.
We're not going to be actually no show on Monday either. President's Day, so we're back on Tuesday. Out there.
So what the fuck is this?
What's going on? What's wrong, Marty?
So it's 4 teams.
I know it's weird.
Team Kenny, Team Chuck, Shaq, and Candace.
I don't know. Stupid. Any picks for you guys?
Did you guys do yours yet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hold on.
Did we do ours yet? That's
Hey,
good.
thanks for enjoying the show, Mika. It's good.
That was
Or,
me.
Duke,
That was
excuse
me.
me.
I was looking up. I've been watching. On Monday, I'm going down to DC for the PLL championship series. If anybody's watching, they just launched the women's league.
Oh wow.
And the woman, I don't like women's field lacrosse that much. Hand up.
Your whole Twitter.
So
it has been women.
So they switched the format to 6-on-6s, which they're going to be playing in the Olympics. Holy shit. It's such a better version of women's lacrosse. It's actually better than the men's version right now. That's like 6-on-6 format. The women are fucking bodying each other. It's like my favorite version of women's lacrosse that I've watched. So really been enjoying it.
Nice.
But they don't have lines yet available for that on DraftKings, but they do for the men's. I'm taking the Utah Archers tonight minus 105 money line against the Atlas. Actually, switch that. I'm going to take the Atlas minus 125 money line.
Okay.
And Meek, got anything?
The Utah Archers.
Meek.
You're on the Utah Archers?
Utah Archers.
All right.
Meek.
What?
You better get your mother flowers today.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys get everything yet?
Yeah.
I said before the show, when the show started, I said, just a hint of advice to the guys out there. Let me know if you agree with this. Just put a little effort. Write a nice note. Just a little something. Put some thought into it. Not something you just
Valentine's
a little
Day
extra.
Is nothing to do with like nice gifts.
No jewelry.
No.
I actually have a no jewelry rule. Personal.
I think getting jewelry is the lowest form of gift giving in Valentine's Day.
I agree.
It's just so like, first of all, you have no idea what they want, jewelry wise. It's very hard.
Jewelry's tough.
Jewelry is
It's
more
also right
like,
after Christmas. It's
let's
like
go together if you want. I want to buy you something like that. I want because it's expensive, whatever. There's so many things. I'll tell you what I got after this. It's like there's so many things you can do that's like just breakfast in bed, easy.
Yep.
That's what I did this morning. There's more.
Very
I'm doing
nice.
later. It's just.
I always
definite.
try to write like a thoughtful card.
Always.
Like a thoughtful note,
Cards definitely.
and like just something thoughtful. Like so, we've married now 5 years. So it's it's not, you guys are engaged. A little.
Yeah.
So a little different, but we do is we go out to eat, have a nice dinner a couple of days after Valentine's.
Yeah, we're cooking tonight.
So yeah, I'll make dinner tonight.
Yeah, and I got my mom flowers as well.
That was nice, classy.
So Meek, you gonna get flowers for
Yeah.
me?
you should, and your sister.
Yeah.
I want a picture of the flowers later.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Just that's how I keep Meek accountable.
Well,
He hosed Lenny on Super
Do you-
Bowl.
Oh.
that
We
was
didn't
tough.
talk about
We
that.
didn't talk about that.
Oh, we didn't talk about that.
Hosed Lenny.
Yeah, Lenny. So
Should I
Meek,
pull it up?
Yeah, Meek posted pictures of Lenny. Lenny, of course, had the spread last year. He had the big hero
Great
sandwich. Looked amazing. And then
It was hard to fit everything in one picture. That's my bad. I take
No,
accountability.
you shot. You.
I shafted him. No, I take.
Shafted.
kind
I mean,
of a
his whole
sad sack first picture of Meek.
his whole reputation was ruined for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I actually like hated Lenny at first. For a second, right? I was like really disappointed.
Seemed like a guy who was living off yesterday.
Yeah, I was
like-
like, oh, he was taking the compliments too much to his head
Yeah.
last year, and then he was like, I'm gonna half-ass it.
Is Lenny aware of this
Did
show,
you
Meek?
send-
Yeah.
Did you send
Oh,
the
boy.
pizza too?
I think I did.
Did you tell
later
Lenny
on.
that you that you shafted him?
Yeah.
What did he say?
Yeah.
Wasn't happy.
Oh no, really?
Not gonna like go into it, but yeah.
Oh, no, please do.
Please.
Why?
You
Why?
have
Was
to.
he that upset?
No.
I'm a big Lenny fan.
Me too. I'm Team Lenny on this. Definitely not Team Phil after today's
No,
performance.
Phil has really shafted him.
Phil-
He thought we were gonna like not actually look into his spread and stuff. You know what I mean? Like he thought we were just like, oh, great for Lenny. No, I was making sure Lenny had.
It was also right before kickoff, and everyone was like locked. Like I might
Yes.
have like even missed placing a bet because I was
Yeah,
like,
I
holy
did.
shit, this spread.
Did I save you money?
No, actually, you didn't.
Celtics. Celtics.
Yeah, Celtics are number one.
So this is what Meek
Meek sends
sent
us,
us
yeah.
to. So listen, it's
respectable.
It's a respect.
It's
The
fine.
chips take up a lot, right? The mini weenies look unbelievable. The sliders was great. If
I
no
don't
Compared
Yeah.
to last year, though, the hero.
The hero.
and you also and shout out to whoever's drinking the high noon.
Yeah,
Pretzels, the
that's my
pretzel
friend Nick.
bits have like no salt in them though. The sliders, I don't think look that good.
I can't.
Pigs in a blanket
The
look great.
sliders look good. The
Pigs in
salsa
Blanket
looks weak.
Unbelievable. The salsa looks like
Yeah,
it's
it's tough.
horrible.
Guac looks pretty good. The pretzel
And-
bites have
but
no
I
salt.
do like he put
Pretzels
the
have salt.
football football.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
that's
that was a
table.
nice touch.
But also the nine. Can you go back?
Oh,
Like
my bad.
the
I don't do switching pictures.
9 like different chairs make me laugh. Like how they're all
Different.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah. You
Love
tell like,
that.
he got from a bunch of different rooms.
That's a guy right there.
Yep.
That's a
And
party.
then so at first you're like this is a like also you could tell how many people were like 20 people.
Yeah, honestly, like
More than that?
I have to think in my
Weird noise.
head.
Yeah,
Probably like yeah, like I think 15 people.
so 15.
Alright.
That's not enough.
So, like, 20.
15, you know?
Not enough 15.
Yeah. So that we're like, you know what? It's a little lackluster
Yeah.
from Lenny, and then show the next picture.
Yeah. So then we realized
I can't find the pizza pie, but there was pies of pizza.
pies,
Yes,
but there's
pies,
more
yes.
stuff.
There's other
too.
stuff too.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
nice.
like
You got
that's-
rice. Like the
now-
rice
yeah.
is a nice touch.
Now,
That's
this
huge
is
for me.
Huge trays
But
of
how do you
chicken
want me to fit it
wings.
all in one picture?
Oh my
Oh, look
goodness.
at this.
Tacos?
Oh, no, look at the sauce options in the back.
Oh my god.
That's a nice touch.
Yes, look at that plate.
So-
It looks
Look at,
beautiful.
look at this. There's a lot going on here.
If I sent it all at once,
You do a
Which
video.
you could have easily done. You could have sent 3
if you
pictures
did
at
it
once.
all at once, we would have been like,
Yeah,
great.
oh,
All right.
fuck.
Oh,
This is
my
great.
What about a fucking
Yes.
video?
Yeah.
Yes, Phil, there's so many options. You really did your friend dirty here.
I did.
Because that's a hell of a spread he had again.
yeah, I
I
mean-
actually think it might be better than the year last year.
I disagree.
And like,
Oh, you think the last year
Oh, really?
was
The
better?
hero?
No, this year was good. Last year I thought was better.
Okay.
did you tell Lenny this?
No.
Well, Blaze
Now
will
he'll
know
know.
now.
I will. I had something happen to me last night that was. I just don't know where else I'd share it. But I got prank phone called last night.
Oh, really?
Wait. Is it? Did you get prank called, or was it when someone else answers the
Nope,
phone?
not that.
Because that's happening a lot to people.
Yeah.
Oh, I during COVID. I mean, now they'll know. But I used to buy the credits during COVID, and I would get like ex-boyfriends and ex-girlfriends to like call each other like the same thing.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Weird.
That's brutal.
Like in college, and we
No,
would be
like,
like,
we were at
would
dinner.
get drunk and like do it to fuck with
Yeah,
people in college.
yeah.
Like we were on campus, we do it to people that were like off campus. It was really fucked up, but oh my god, it was fun. It's
So
real-
what-
Do that
what
to,
happened
like,
yesterday?
Pizza
So
place.
yesterday, I get a phone call, and it's no caller ID, and I'm like, oh, it's like 11:30.
All right.
You know, I take a gummy, and I'm like, I'll answer, and then you just hear these girls like laughing, and then you know they fix it up, and they start speaking in this like fake accent, and they're like, Kevin McDougal, like, we have video of you at the Garden City Police Station of you over Thanksgiving break destroying the Garden City Police, the Garden City train station. We need you to come in tomorrow,
no.
right away. And I'm
And
like,
how
and it's
close
coming up
did
a little
you
bit.
think
You know,
of, like,
the gummy's hitting me a little bit, and I was like, wait, oh my god, like I did black out over Thanksgiving,
yep,
and I was
exactly.
like, and it was that night of the dating game. I was like, no, I didn't. But I was like, wait, did I? And then I called back, and I was like,
was
I'm
the
not
cops.
answering.
It probably was the cops trying to destroy the train station.
I think Dukes gets arrested.
Like my friends are like, that's the most believable thing of all time.
Yeah, like they called the right person.
Yeah, right.
Like Thanksgiving was definitely a hit for Kevin McDougal. Like there were some rough nights.
I bet it was actually the authorities.
I hope it is.
Me too.
It wasn't because it was such a clear, like, it was a low-hanging fruit accent, is what I'll say.
You don't know who it was?
No, but bottom line of why I'm telling this, I still got it. If you're prank phone calling me, like girls are at a sleepover or like
Yeah.
in the Bermuda on a vacation, and they're prank phone calling this guy,
Why
Why are they on vacation again?
I don't know. Why else would someone be prank phone calling me? You can't just do that if you're in your New York City apartment.
Do you have a
having
younger
wi-
sister?
Yeah. It wasn't her though. It wasn't her.
No, but they're friends.
Friends.
I hooked
I
up
love
with
that
one of
you
them,
didn't even
maybe.
think about
You
it.
can see the
What'd
little,
you say?
you can see the
I
little
hooked up
gerbil in
with-
his brain running
I
around.
hooked up with one of my sister's friends.
Really?
Yeah, that's another. That was during a sleepover.
Oh.
That was crazy.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
Oh, how much younger?
2 years.
Oh, thank God. Okay, I was afraid the number would be higher. All right, that's okay.
Oh God, I
Alright.
wish you'd end the show.
Thanks, so before we
Dukes is like Dana. He'll just keep talking until he gets in
until he incriminates himself.
trouble. Yeah.
Yeah, that was like a porno though. That was like.
Oh, that's
Really?
funny.
I mean, if you think about it, like,
Yeah, it is.
girl just came into my room at 1 o'clock in the morning during a sleepover.
Oh, really? So she instigated it,
She instigated the whole thing.
and you were like, all right.
I mean, what would anyone
Did
do?
your sister find out?
Oh yeah.
Was she
The
mad?
girl hid underneath my bed.
Oh my God.
My sister was like, "Where is she?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "I don't know what you're talking
She
about."
found out.
Oh yeah. She was pissed at me.
She's mad at you, or the friend, or
Both.
Oh yeah.
That makes sense.
And I was like,
What are
I'm
you
only.
supposed to do?
I was like, I'm only human.
Yeah.
My dad gave me a nux. My dad was like, "That's a pretty good story." My mom was yelling at me.
Oh, the mom was mad.
My mom was pissed.
Oh no. What are you gonna do?
You probably piss off your mom a lot.
Oh yeah, getting her flowers.
Yeah, get
Oh, that's
her
good.
flowers.
That's a good move.
We're getting
That's
her
why you
flowers.
have to give mom always, no matter how old you get your mom flowers.
She also needs a bottle of wine.
Get her that
We're
too.
getting her a bottle of wine. Nice bottle of
I
red.
do that too.
At
Yeah.
that, huh?
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. We're back on Tuesday. Have a good weekend, everybody.
See ya.